Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. So, um, so this is the first day of the 40 days of reflection, compassion, and inner peace retreat. It's like online retreat. Um, so, what is it going to be about? It's going to be about compassion and meditation, mindfulness, minimalism, all those stuff. And why combine meditation and like compassion and the vegan lifestyle? Because basically it's very much related. We cannot have, in my opinion, one without the other. It's like we need meditation without kindness or without virtues to all living beings doesn't make much sense to me personally. And so that's why I decided to provide this kind of retreat to try to bridge the gap between meditation and the vegan lifestyle, which I am very, very much passionate about. So I hope you will enjoy it. And of course, you don't really need to. If anything that I say doesn't align with you or you don't agree with it, that's of course okay. So I don't pretend to know the truth or anything like that, but I hope that what I have to share will resonate with people, with you, and and it is my deepest wish that this will help you in a certain sense, and the planet and all living beings, basically all the animals especially. So 40 days. Let's see where it goes. It's the first time that I try to do that. Online at least. I do it already in retreats, like physical retreats in Germany, in a beautiful retreat center called Gaia Retreat House with wonderful hosts. And it's like a vegan retreat. And it's quite amazing. So here I'm going to just, it's kind of an online version of it, which is going to be a bit different, of course. But yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to present like a couple of things in this presentation. It's going to be like a quite simple presentation. What it's going to be about exactly, and and some things that I'm going to present during this time. So in this first day, I'm just going to give some basic stuff, like a general. I'm not going to go into deep into the subject. So just a general outline of what we're going to see. So so the vegan lifestyle, that's something that is so important to me. And of course, not only to me, but to many people and obviously to the animals. It's something that I'm extremely passionate about, and that I hope to share the importance of it, and why it's a good idea to at least think about it, to consider this lifestyle. And if one doesn't want to go all the way, then at least do the best that one can, like minimizing anything that comes from animals. Yeah, and the vegan lifestyle is not only about diet, of course. It's also about clothes, like leather, wool, things like that. So it is a lifestyle. It's not a diet, but of course, diet is a big part of it, and maybe the major part of it. So that's why we talk a lot about diet. There is now a wonderful like things going on. It's the January. So that's like 1 month in January where people try to go vegan for 30 days. I mean 40 or 41 days for January, and it is free. And I would highly recommend to try it out if you have not yet done it. And if you are not vegan, yeah, it would be a wonderful way of entering this path of compassion. Yeah, for me, it's all about compassion and kindness, basically. That we are not supposed to eat animals. I think we were never supposed to, but we are so used to do it. It's like society is not vegan, obviously, so it takes some willpower to start it out. But once one understands the ethics of it, especially, then there is no coming back, no going back. And of course, it's not only about ethics, also about the health. The vegan diet is extremely healthy, at least more than the counterpart of the animal-based. Then the environmental impact is gigantic of the animals agriculture. So that is also something that we will talk about. And yet the inner awareness, so something that to be aware of what's going on about it, especially. So second pillar that we're going to talk about discuss and practice is meditation. So meditation is also a very big part of my life. It is it is says it's like returning home to stillness. So we are very busy running around all day long, but we seldom take some time for ourselves to really still our mind and body. We always on the move, always distractions, so many distractions nowadays in this world. So we need some stillness for our own peace of mind. There are so many reasons to why it's a good idea to meditate. For the health, it's quite amazing. For just peace of mind, tranquility, finding one's purpose, it's absolutely amazing. And it can be seen from different parts. So one is indeed the health and like peace of mind. The other one is more the spiritual side, trying to go in ourselves, find out who we are. Like the who am I? That's the big question of spirituality that spirituality tries to kind of answer. And meditation is really one of the main tool to get there. So that's why we're going to practice quite a lot of meditation. And I hope you're going to enjoy it. It's not, we're going to see different types of meditation, but at least to start with, it's going to be mostly like breath-based for maybe 10 days. And then we're going to move maybe to other things, but we will see how it goes. There's also the self-dialogue part of this practice, which is also very important. So self-dialogue is a bit different than meditation. So it's like self-dialogue is to talk with ourselves in a very gentle and wise way, like trying to befriend our mind, because our mind can be our best friend or our worst enemy, and it's best that our mind would be our best friend. So that's why it's a good idea to talk very friendly with our mind, not to insult it or anything like that, and to try to discuss like deep things, like again, who am I, or what do I want, like what do I want in life, things like that. And yeah, it's also a question of observing our mind, what's happening inside ourselves, and there are many aspects to it. So we're going to discuss this also a bit. And then we have mindfulness. So that's also a big pillar. Mindfulness could be seen like the boss of meditation and self-dialogue. It's like mindfulness is being always in the present moment as much as possible. And when the mind deviates, for example, when we meditate and we have like thoughts that are not related to the meditation, then it is mindfulness that will bring our mind, our focus, our awareness back to the meditation itself. So it's like we can say that mindfulness is, like the boss of meditation, which is more about concentration, and self-dialogue, which is also talking to ourselves. And mindfulness, if we talk to ourselves and suddenly we deviate from the what we want to talk about, then mindfulness is like, oh, something is wrong, and we bring our focus awareness back. So we're going to see many types of discuss at least many types of mindfulness stuff, like mindful eating, walking, speaking, etc., which is quite important. Okay, this is like the compassion in action. Daily donation. So this is not, of course, donations to me. It is donations two part. One is to the humans. So it's clothes donation that I would suggest. It's not mandatory, of course. I would suggest that like every day, what we do is we take one piece of clean cloth, like a shirt, jeans, and then we put it in a sack. And at the end of the 40 days, then we give the entire sack to like an organization that takes care of it for the poor people or homeless. And that would be wonderful. And the second part of the donation is for the an animal sanctuary support. So there are many, not many, but there are like farm sanctuaries where animals are protected and not used or abused, and those are wonderful, but they don't necessarily have a lot of money. So it would be nice to just help them a little bit. And in the notes, I put two that I know that are really very good. One is the Institute of Animal Happiness by the wonderful Rebecca Moore. And the other one is Sweet Bear Farm by Lisa McDonald. Both are quite amazing organizations and people behind it. So yeah, I would suggest you don't need to give to them, but just to any animal sanctuary that you know or you can find out maybe in your region. So that's it. So I will also propose some daily challenges, different kind of challenges like that you can try it out daily, and see I will put it in the notes of the live. Then you can see like the daily challenge that you can try it out Of course, nothing is mandatory as always. It's completely, if you want to do it, you can do it. If not, not. And yeah, there are many kind of challenges that can be very fun. And yeah, you can try them out and tell me what you think about it. So I think I put like, what did I put for today? Yeah, I think I put like daily challenge is to eat mindfully at least once a day. So like mindful eating is wonderful because often when we eat, we don't eat mindfully. We eat and at the same time we watch TV, we watch our phones, we talk, but we don't really concentrate, focus on the food itself. And then we don't even taste the food because we don't focus on it. Like if we watch a movie and then we eat, we cannot be in two places at the same time. We don't even know what we eat. So the idea is just for one meal a day, just to eat mindfully. So just eat alone, in silence, without watching TV, without watching one's phone, and really enjoying the food, smelling the food, even touching the food, just to really have a full experience of the wonderful food that we have. Yeah. So this is just a big overview of like the 40 days. Of course, it's not completely precise. It's just really overview. That first we're going to see a bit the foundations and different types of practices that we can do. And as we go along, we will see how it goes. Usually, I don't really have a plan. I do as I feel people wish or need, and also, yeah, I don't prepare much. I just go with the feeling, with the intuition of what would be best to do. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, so that's just um, like a page explaining a little bit the overall what we are trying to do. So it's a beautiful saying. It's like the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So maybe this, if you never meditated before, then you can. That could be like a first step into it, into this wonderful world. Same with the vegan lifestyle. If you never tried it out, then maybe you could try it out. Maybe for 1 day, 2 days, a week, a month, and see how it goes. Yeah, let's go on this journey together and see where it leads us. So this is the presentation. That was the last page. So now, just going to discuss a little bit about how it's going to go for the practice. So the practice, so it's divided in several parts, really. Okay, maybe I will stop sharing. So the practice is going to be divided in several parts. The first part is just like to settle down, just to take some deep breaths and to be in the here and now. And then we go to like a relaxation. So we're going to learn like some kind of relaxation technique, which is called the 31 points of relaxation. It's also called Shavyatra in the Himalayan tradition. So it's like the corpse journey, because Shavasana is like the corpse, and this is like the journey into this the body. So those 31 points are very good for concentration and for relaxation. So then afterwards we're going to go do a little bit of pranayama. So going to do some alternate nostrils breathing and some deep breathing between. So yeah, so there are different kind of techniques in pranayama, but we're not going to go too deep in it. So not Kapalbhati Bhastrika, just going to do the alternate nostril especially, and awareness of the breath, which is very important. And then we're going to go to do a little bit of self-dialogue. So we're going to like, this is where we're going to talk with ourselves in a very friendly and kind of smart way. And then we're going to go to the meditation itself, which is going to be like a concentration on a certain object. The object is going to be mainly about our breath. So we're going to see the breath meditations, different like one could say different not types, but different ways of doing that. And yeah, we're going to do it in like 25 minutes groups. So it's like we're going to meditate for 25 minutes, then 5 minutes break, then 25 minutes, 5-minute breaks, and so on. That way we have a little bit of breaks and it doesn't, it's not too much. You can like feel free if that's too much to stop it before. Always listen to your own intuition and how you feel. So if you just want to do it for 1 minute, that is completely fine, or 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just do the best you can. And also before every meditation, we're also going to do like a short prayer. So it's like, it's kind of prayer, but it's one could say it's more affirmations. So it's, I mean, we will do it together, then you will see what exactly it is. It includes the 5 principles of Reiki, and then one of the most important mantra from a compassion point of view in yoga, like Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, which is quite wonderful. And yes, so I hope you'll enjoy it, and let's start. So I hope this is working and you can hear me, and I'm not talking alone for 3.5 hours. That would not be nice. So I think it's okay, but I'm not sure. So I didn't get feedback yet. So I hope it's working. Otherwise, it would not be nice. So let's start it. So let's start the practice itself. So it's 3 o'clock now. I mean 3 o'clock in the morning at my place. So it's a bit early. I suppose for many people it's a bit too early, which is normal. But depends on the time zone where you come from. So let's do this. So you can just listen to me, and then if you wish, you can repeat it afterwards. So we're going to, every time before we start to practice, then we're going to do this together. So just put your hands in Anjali Mudra, and then just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not be angry. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. Just for today, I will show gratitude for my many blessings. Just for today, I will be kind to all living beings. May today be a joyful, peaceful, blissful, and magical day. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy and free. And may our thoughts, words, and deeds contribute in some way to that happiness and freedom for all. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. So that is the meditation, the prayer. So hello Suraj, Mina. So now, okay, so let's go to the practice of. So after this, we're going to do a little bit of relaxation, which is the 31 points of relaxation. So we just focus on different points on the body, and we try to really focus on them and not focus on other things at that time. So I will just name those points. Maybe you know them already or not. Then let's see. So first, bring your entire awareness to the space between the eyebrows. Then to the pit of the throat. Bring all your awareness to the right shoulder. Right elbow. Right wrist. Tip of the right thumb. Tip of the index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. And little finger. Back to the right wrist. Right elbow. Right shoulder. Pit of the throat. Left shoulder. Left elbow. Left wrist. Tip of the left thumb. Tip of the index finger. Tip of the middle finger. Tip of the ring finger. And tip of the little finger. Back to the left wrist. Left elbow. Left shoulder. Then pit of the throat. The middle of the torso. The right torso. Middle of the torso. Left torso. And middle of the torso. So this is called the 31 points of relaxation, or Shavyatra. It's a very effective sequence that is very useful to do, and then you can work on really relaxing when you just close your eyes and then you focus on those points. We're going to do it every day, so you can remember how to do that. And then, so now we're going to move to pranayama a little bit. So pranayama is, so we're going to use our hands So we're going to use what is called the Vishnu Mudra. So it's like the index and the middle finger, they are bent. Then we're going to use the thumb and the ring finger. So we're going to close either our right nostril or left nostril. So this is good to balance the right and left side of our energetic system. There are many ways of doing it, but we're going to do it just in one way for now, and then we're going to see other ways later. So the idea is just to inhale, exhale, inhale. Then I'm going to block the right side and exhale from left. Then block left, exhale, inhale from right. Switch, exhale. Switch, inhale. Switch, exhale. Switch, inhale. Then exhale from same. Switch, inhale. Switch, exhale. Switch, inhale. Switch, exhale. And switch, inhale. And relax. So this is called Nadi Shodhanam, alternate nostril breathing. There are many ways of doing it. This is one way. Then we will see how to do it later on, different ways in the later days, I mean. So now let's move on to, let's say that, okay, pranayama for now is done. So let's move to the self-dialogue part of it. So self-dialogue is when we talk with ourselves in a positive way. What does it mean, positive way? It means just talking with ourselves in a friendly way, as if our mind is our best friend. That is a wonderful way of talking to our mind, and then it can be very enjoyable to talk to our mind. Another thing that we can discuss for ourselves is like very deep topics like who am I, for example. Who am I? Like, I mean, who you are, who am I? It's one of the main sentence or question that is asked in spirituality that we try to somehow answer. But when we ask ourselves, who am I? We cannot really answer it. We just let it be like intuition. We try to understand who am I and maybe who am I not. Like, am I this body? Well, yes and no. I mean, for example, we are the body, but at the same time, we have like a kind of a soul, what we can say. So, am I a man? Am I a woman? This is just kind of things that we get when we are born in this world, but we are neither man nor woman, basically. Am I my profession? Am I like a dentist or I work in IT or anything? Well, this is just something exterior. I learned about it and then I started working in it, but it's not really me. Then am I my hobbies? Not really. I mean, I have many hobbies. I change them from time to time, so it is not really me. So in this sense, we can try to understand this: who am I not? In who am I not, we try to see. It's easier to say who am I not than who am I. Who am I is like, it's something we are like some kind of amazing divine being really inside of us. We are divine being of light and music. divine music, divine light. This is our essence, basically. And but we cannot yet see it because we are like our attention, awareness is to this world and not to the inner world. So through meditation, we try to find out who we are, basically, and to understand who am I. And this basically we can only understand through meditation, through self-dialogue, through wisdom, and we do our best. And yes, so that is self-dialogue. And another way to self-dialogue is also to ask ourselves, what do I want? Like, what do I want in life? That is a very important question that we should all ask ourselves. What do I really, 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 really want in life? What is my passion? I really wish for doing, for being here. What do I want? And yeah, if we could somehow find out, then it's going to be like a wonderful. Then we can really strive to achieve it, to put our attention, our awareness, our willpower to try to achieve what we really want in life. And yeah, that's quite important. We can also do like yeah, we already said like friendliness with mind, so talking friendly with the mind, like just having a talk with the mind. And also prayer. Prayer is also a kind of self-dialogue that can be wonderful. And one more is the gratitude, which is quite amazing. So be gratefulness, being grateful for everything is quite amazing. So doing like gratefulness every single morning is an amazing practice. Like 5, 10, 15 minutes of gratefulness, being grateful to everyone around us, our family, friends, the clothes that we have, the bed, like the room, so many things to be grateful about. Just having this body. And yeah, our emotion skills, all our teachers especially, we can be grateful for them. What would we do without great teachers? Be it spiritual or in these normal teachers, like music teachers, IT teachers, physics teachers. It's amazing to be able to learn from people. So yeah, so this is self-dialogue that we do normally for, we can do it for 10, 15, 20 minutes, just talking with ourselves. So let's try it out and see how it goes. So let's say we're going to do like like a self-dialogue for, let's say, 10 minutes. So for 10 minutes, we're going to like talk with ourselves in a very friendly way. Again, in different, you decide what you want to talk with your mind. And the idea basically is once we do that, then when we will meditate, the mind will be more calm because it has some time to let out the steam of talking, because the mind loves to talk. So we just let it talk for some time, and then for meditation, the mind will be a bit calmer. So that is basically the main idea of self-dialogue. So let's do that. So we're going to do it for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to do like when I'm going to start, so you can just like close your eyes, and then I'm going to do some kind of music. and when it will end, then I will do it again. So let's try now for about 10 minutes of self-dialogue. So talking with ourselves in a very friendly and wise way. So let's do that. So yeah, you can slowly come out of it. Um, okay. So let's go now to the meditation. So now we did self-dialogue, and then we will go to meditation. Actually, meditation, which is like concentration. So we will, as I said, concentrate mostly on the breath. Okay, just checking. Okay. Okay. So just learning a little bit about YouTube Live and how it works. Um, okay, anyway. So let's now go to meditation. So for meditation, what we will do is we will start with just watching the breath. It's the simplest thing. So when we watch the breath, uh, we don't we don't inhale, exhale on purpose. I mean, it's automatic. We don't think about it. It's not a manual thing to breathe in, breathe out. It just whatever comes, comes. Whatever comes out, in and out, very naturally. That is very important for meditation on the breath, at least on uh, this meditation that we're going to see. So just watch the breath. So that's the simplest of thing. Just let the breath in, breath out. No, trying to breathe in like not like that. Just as if you don't think about it, as if you're like somebody outside of your body and looking at your body. Breathe. That's how you should think about it. So let's um, let's try it out. Let's see how it works. So we're going to do it just for a couple of minutes, just to let yourself try it out. So just watch the breath. Don't force anything, just watch it very naturally without any stress, no tension. So if you tried it out, you'll see that actually it's quite hard to really focus on the just on the breath, and then the thoughts will come out and in quite all the time. So there are several things that we can do about it. One thing that is very important to know is thoughts are not the enemy. So thoughts are just thoughts. We should not be angry for having thoughts. Thoughts come and go. It's like clouds. We can imagine them like clouds that come and go. So when we see clouds in the sky, we see sometimes there are clouds, sometimes there's no clouds, but we cannot really control them. They come and go by themselves. Another way of seeing it is like imagining. So that's like a teacher like taught us a long time ago. We imagine that we are on a train station and we are looking at trains coming in and out. And we imagine that each train is a thought. And then we can either just look at the thoughts, or we can go inside the train, and then it will take us wherever we go. It's like when we say we have chains of thoughts, like, but here we don't try to get in a train. We just want to look at the trains without going inside the train. That way we are always on the outside, just watching it. So that's very important to know for meditation. It's really a key aspect of meditation. It's just to watch the thoughts, not interact with them. Just watch them like passively, and that way it's the thoughts will come, and then after some times they will just go by themselves. We don't need to. But if we interact with them, then we can get into the story, and then go from thought to thought to thought, then a chain of thoughts, and then it can take a long time until we come back. So the idea here in meditation is it's like we use mindfulness. So mindfulness to really notice that when our mind was distracted, then we bring it back very gently, very lovingly to the object of meditation. In this case, it would be our breath. And that's one thing. Also, the breath, what we can do is we try to focus on some sensations that the breath gives. So there are different types of sensation that we can get. One is like in the opening of the nostrils, we can feel the air coming in and out. And then we put our focus on that. That way our mind has something more concrete to focus on. Another thing that is very useful is to simply count. So when we inhale, we just count in our mind like 1. Then when we inhale out, then 2, 3, and so on. And this is very calming to the mind, and it helps us to be really much more focused, because then the mind has something to really focus upon much clearer. It's kind of like a mantra becomes like this counting can be seen as a kind of mantra. We can also use different kind of words like in and out, like when we inhale, when we inhale. Like when we inhale, we can think inhale, when we exhale, or like in, out. So like we think in when we inhale and out when we exhale. That's similar to the other one, and very good too. And for the counting, yeah, please, when we get like to 5, then you can start again to 1. That way, otherwise, it can be confusing. And yes, so that's basically it. So maybe let's try it out, like for this time, maybe 25 minutes. But again, as I said, this is you don't need to do the 25 minutes. If you do it just for 3 minutes, that would be amazing. Just to calm ourselves down and meditate a little bit. Maybe it depends on which time zone you are. If you are like me, then maybe you want to go back to sleep. So maybe you meditate for 3 to 5 minutes and then we go back to sleep. But if your time zone is like you're like 6 o'clock in the evening, then you can try the 25 minutes maybe. But always do in the kindest way to yourself and whatever is available to you, of course. So let's do this. So 25 minutes about. Okay, let's take a break of 5 minutes. Okay, let's continue. Um, so We're going to do again like a 25 minutes meditation. Um, but this time just watching the so for the before that we watched the breath at the nostrils, but now let's try to just watch the breath like the belly coming, rising and falling naturally. So just focusing again breath awareness, but just instead of focusing on the nostrils, focusing on the belly. So let's try that for 25 minutes. So let's take like 5 minutes break. So we're going to take 5 minutes break. Okay, so we're going to do again the breath awareness. Try to focus on the feeling of the air coming out of in and out of the nostrils. Um, if you can't feel anything, that's okay. And try to get like something big inhale and exhale, like so that you feel something there, and then you know what you can look for. And yeah, and again, if you have like if it's hard, the mind is constantly thinking, then try to count until five and then back to one. So like when you inhale, like one, thinking one, not saying one, then exhale two, and so on until five, and then back to one. And then once you are settled and once the mind is more relaxed, then you can let go of the counting and return on the feeling of the air in the nostrils. Um, yeah, so let's try it out for 25 minutes. Okay, so let's take 5 minutes break. Um, yeah. Okay, so let's continue. Um, so one thing in meditation that is, I mean, there are several things that are important, but one of the thing is relaxation. So when we meditate, we need to be really super relaxed as much as possible, and also we need to be very stable and comfortable. Um, so stable means we can sit in a really stable position that we are not going to fall down. We can sit on a chair. That's perfectly fine. For many people, that is actually maybe better, much easier to focus. Um, And yeah, one needs to find the correct position of the legs and the hands that one feel very stable and comfortable. And for the mudra, it doesn't really matter that much. Just find something that is comfortable for you. I mean, one can just put the hands like that, and that is very comfortable for me at least. There are different mudras that one can use. Put also the hands on the legs, like with the usual like Jnana mudra. If you do that, then a good idea is to put actually the hands like that instead of uh, pointing to the top. That way you don't have to think about it because you really don't want to think about the hands during meditation. It should be something that is, something that is stable. And if you put a position that you have to think about the fingers, then that is not stable and it's also not very comfortable. And yeah, so there is an important like practice in yoga called Kaya Shteriyam. Kaya means like body, and Shteriyam means stable. And the idea is that we try to be as immobile as possible for that meditation. So we stay in a position and basically we don't move. Of course, except breathing and whatever we need to move, but we try to stay as immobile as possible, but not in a rigid way. So, like I would say, more like a tree than a stone. It's like a tree is very very stable, but it can like sway from side to side. I'm not saying that we need to sway, but the idea is that we can have some mini motion. Um, so let's try to practice that for some time, maybe like 10 minutes. So I'm going to just guide it. So try to find a very stable position now that you can sit either on a chair or on a cushion, um, and where you can stay in that position without moving as much as possible. Just stable. Take a couple of minutes. And take a couple of deep breaths. And always in yoga, usually, especially meditation, we try to breathe diaphragmatically, meaning it's only like when we are very relaxed, we will breathe naturally diaphragmatically. If we are stressed, then like the shoulders come up, then we try to like the muscles go up, the breathing apparatus, and we breathe more shallowly, less oxygen, and that is not ideal. So we really try to relax the belly, and just breathe diaphragmatically. But we need to be very aware of any stress, any tension in our body, in our muscles, joints that makes us feel cramped. Like, okay, so now that we are stable, so just close your eyes gently and try to feel like a tree. Like your legs are the roots going into the earth. Your back is like the trunk, and then your hands are like branches. And then relax the right leg. The right leg is completely relaxed. Relax the lower leg, upper leg, Relax the right hip. Now relax the left leg, the upper leg, lower leg, all the muscles, the left hip. Feel completely relaxed. Relax your belly, your shoulders, your back. Relax your lower back, middle back, upper back. Shoulder blades. Relax your right arm, upper arm, lower arm. Right shoulder. Relax your left arm, upper arm, lower arm, left shoulder. Relax your neck, your throat. Relax the back of the head, the top of the head, the forehead. Relax your eyebrows, your eyes, nose, mouth, and tongue. Relax your jaw, your ears, your entire face. Have a gentle smile. Now notice how you breathe. Do you breathe diaphragmatically or more shallower? Try to relax your belly as much as possible. Let the air in and out naturally. Don't control anything. Feel as if you're a tree with branches going down the earth, steady trunk and branches. You are very steady. You don't need to move. You feel quiet and peaceful. Now inhale for the count of 2 and exhale to the count of 4. So inhale 1, 2, exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, exhale 2, 3, 4, and so on at your rhythm. Now stop the counting and just scan your body for any tension and relax. Look out especially for the shoulders, the belly, and the face. And now watch again the breath without any control. Just watching, being aware of it. Being aware of the sensation at the entrance of the nostrils. Noticing it, but not controlling it. When thoughts come, very gently and friendly, just bring your attention back to the breath. Don't be angry with the thoughts. Just very gently, like a good friend, bring your awareness back to the breath. And let's do this for about 20 minutes. So we're going to take another 5 minutes break, and then the last practice of the morning. Okay, now the final practice of the morning. So we're going to finish with a gratitude kind of self-dialogue, and followed by a good wish to all living beings, that all living beings be happy, joyful, peaceful, and yeah, to all of them. So all living beings, so animals, from the earth, from the sea, from the sky, insects, all of them. We wish them well. We don't wish to harm them, intentionally or unintentionally. And yeah, but also of course humans. We also want peace among humans. We don't want wars. We want to end sufferings between humans, for humans, um, for everybody, for also our family, friends, country, continent, world, and even like not only those that we care about, but those that we that are neutral, and even those that are like so-called enemies. But we don't really have enemies. But it's just uh, it's the thing of the world. So even if we have like so-called enemies, people that we don't like, still we wish them well, um, so that if they are happy, then they will not bother us. If everybody is happy, then there's no reason to bother us. Um, so yeah, so let's try that. So first, like gratitude. So gratitude for everything that we have, that you have been given as gifts from everybody. And it's a second step, like wishing well to all beings in all the worlds. So let's do that for about 10-15 minutes. So thank you. Um, Thank you for everyone that participated in this um, very early meeting. I hope you are not too sleepy. I don't know, depends where you are in the world. But if you are feeling sleepy, please go to sleep. Um, yeah, so we will try to see every day a little bit different aspects of meditation, mindfulness, and the vegan lifestyle. And also about minimalism, which is something that I am very passionate about, and that would do this world a lot of good if more people were more minimalists. And yeah, so every day I will give some challenges. Every day I will also present a video that would be nice to look at. So it's a video about compassion and kindness. Today I proposed a video by one of that I mean by a woman that I really love very much. Her name is Rebecca Moore. So she's the founder of the Institute of Animal Happiness, and this interview is one of the best that I've ever heard in my life. It's quite amazing if you look at it. She's such an angel, like protecting chickens who have been abandoned or sick or have issues, health issues, and yeah, who is doing that? Almost one, basically no one. So yeah, she's quite amazing. So please, if you have time, please have a look at that interview. It's not that long, but it is very, very inspiring. Also, her story about how she became first vegetarian and then vegan. It's quite incredible. Like her story when she was very young. I don't remember how old she was, maybe 10 or 12. Um, and yes, so thank you. And let's end this session with singing one time Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. So Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy and free. And may our thoughts, words, and deeds contribute in some way to that happiness and freedom for all. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace to all of nature, peace to all of living beings, to all humans and animals, and finally peace to ourselves and to our mind. So thank you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.